as I say, the bulk of what we want to do today is to share those use cases with you. And the first use case is Aumerial, a new product NTI, which Remi, would you like to pick up from here?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Paul. Hi, everyone, and many thanks to you, Paul, for this introduction, and thank you to Charles for inviting me to this webinar. I will explain to you how us at Aumerial use .NET on Power to provide higher quality of service to our customers. But first, let me introduce myself quickly. I'm the CTO of Aumerial. We are an IBM business partner, ISV from France, and we are specialized in IBMI, so we have more than 30 years of experience on this machine and more than 15 years of expertise on .NET. And we developed NTI, which is a native .NET provider for the IBMI, because we identified a lack of solutions for our clients to connect their .NET application to the IBMI, to the database of the IBMI, but not only, also to the CL commands or the programs or the applications that are already developed in RPG or COBOL and that are running fine and which need more integration with .NET. So we developed NTI, a native .NET provider that can access basically any IBMI resources without any installation, with fast response time and so on. That is now a real alternative solution to ODBC, JDBC, or DB2 Connect. So why we chose .NET is because now with .NET Core, it became a multi-platform. It became the best way to develop multi-platform applications that would run on any architecture like x86, ARM, or now Power, because as Paul mentioned, since 2 years, IBM announced .NET 7 on Power. So that was not a long-term support version of .NET, but now last November, IBM released .NET 8 on Power, and now we can push it to our customers and promote it so that they can develop their .NET applications with .NET 8 and run them on Power instead of running them on 86 or any other kind of machine. So for us, that's a big deal because IBMI clients are using .NET a lot, and it's being used more and more by many clients. And yes, providing a true .NET provider was a big deal for them, and we did it with NTI, and we ported it to Power without any issue because it was running fine on x86, and thanks to the multi-platform, thanks to the fact that .NET is a multi-platform platform, we could port it on Power very easily. It was just a lift and shift from x86 to Power. And by doing so, we increased the performance of applications with faster response time because we could move the .NET workload closer to the IBMI, to the database, and also improve security, as we will see with Laurent with the demo just after these slides. We built a demonstration scenario involving an IBMI partition, and just right next to it, in the same machine, a Linux partition that are communicating through the internal network of IBM Power. So everything is fully isolated inside of the Power, and there is no external network required to access IBMI from .NET. So yes, it brought many benefits for end customers, and NTI is now out for a few months, and dozens of customers here in France are using it and are very happy with that, and are starting to move their .NET workloads from x86 to Power. And yeah, that's a real thing today. And .NET can address basically any use case, from web application, APIs, websites, to desktop applications, mobile applications, or even AI and machine learning stuff. On any environment, we will present an application that is running on Docker, but you can also do native Android, native iOS, macOS, or Linux, anything with NTI, because it's fully platform agnostic and there is nothing to install on the server and on the IBM I. So it's really lightweight and easy to use. You can skip to the next slide, Paul. And so most of the time, our clients in France are using IBM Power only for IBM I. So they have their Power server with IBM I partitions on it, and that's all. They are using it just for the IBM I workload. But most of the time, they can just add another partition with Linux to run new workloads or to run existing workload from x86 to Power. And that's what we will present with Laurent after this slide. This schema shows how we do it. So there is the Power server, the IBM I partition, and right next to this partition, we create a Linux partition, which then hosts the .NET workload as a container with Docker or OpenShift. And then it's really easy to deploy and it's working really fast. You can scale it as you want, and you don't have to buy new server or new infrastructure. It's running on your existing server and on your existing capacity, CPU capacity. So it's really convenient and has a lot of benefit. And then you expose what you want to expose. You don't expose publicly your IBM I. It's going really fast, yes, as we will see afterwards. It's about 0.3 milliseconds for one query on the database, which is 3 times faster than on between x86 with external network. So yes, it's really convenient, and .NET on Power for sure brought a lot of benefits for our clients, and yes, they will use the platform even more, and for sure, yes. So maybe we could show you the demonstration with Laurent.